Hey there, welcome back to another video. This time it is a massive, ginormous, gigantic, humongous DVD and Blu-ray update. These are all DVDs and Blu-rays that I got from eBay, Amazon, Facebook groups, gifts from people, all different types of stuff. Buybacks, thrift stores, you name it. So, I'm just going to dive right into this. So let's dive right in, shall we? First thing I want to show you is Friday the 13th, the series. This is the complete series, all 3 seasons, every terrifying episode. I've actually never seen this show. I had season 1 before, but I did not have seasons 2 and 3. So this set has all 3 seasons of Friday the 13th, the series. I'm a big fan of horror anthology shows, and I heard some good things about this, so I'm definitely glad to have this in my collection. Key and Peele, the complete series. I might have shown this before in a different video, I don't know, but I really enjoy this show. I think it's hilarious, so it's really cool to have the complete series of Key and Peele. One of my favorite sketch comedy shows. It's really a bummer that it's ended. This is an older set that I've had, but I wanted to show it again because I got season 2. This is Amazing Stories, the complete first season. I watched about half this first season fairly recently, and I liked a decent amount of episodes. One of these days I might do a video about Amazing Stories. For some reason, Amazing Stories was only released... Well, actually, I know why. Amazing Stories was only released... in the US when it comes to season 1. So season 1 was the only season of this series that was released in the United States. Apparently the sales were low, so that's why Universal didn't even bother to put out a second season. But overseas, thanks to Umbrella Entertainment, you can get season 2, which is good. So now I have the complete series on DVD. Not a lot of frills or anything. There's no features or anything like that at all, but it's season 2 on DVD, uncut, so that's nice to have. And this is one of my favorite things I got fairly recently. This is Star Trek: The Next Generation, The Full Journey. This is a set I got from Zavi, from the UK. So this is a UK release, but it's region free. It's region free, and I got this for like $60, and it has all. It's a 41 disc set. It's got seasons 1 through 4, plus a ton of special features, as well as seasons 5 through 7. So yeah, this is the complete series of Star Trek: The Next Generation on Blu-ray. So, this is definitely something I'm all about. Yeah, this is kind of rattly. Some plastic kind of got a bit busted in shipping. But I've heard that's kind of how it is with this set anyway. And there's this booklet. So, yeah. I watched about the first few episodes of season 1. Yeah, it's a work in progress. I mean, I heard it gets better, so we shall see. I finally have my Twilight Zone collection completed with the 6-disc set of all 43 episodes of the 2002 revival, hosted by Forrest Whitaker. So, yeah, so I got all the Twilight Zone I can handle now. And no, folks, it's not just box sets that I got. I mean, I got other stuff too. I just put these aside. Now, these, I could not believe it when I got these. It was an eBay seller, and I paid, I think it was like $60 for all of these. And it's every season of the 1995 revival of The Outer Limits. And I am so glad to have this. This is season 1. These are all the Alliance Entertainment releases from Canada. because other than the first season, once again, like Amazing Stories, the only way you can get the other seasons is overseas. So this is season 1. This is season 2. Here we have season 3, the complete 3rd season of The Outer Limits. 4th season. And no, these aren't bootlegs either. These are all official releases. It was a crazy, crazy good deal to get all of these for the price that I paid. You know, I paid a pretty small price there. It really, honestly, can be. I mean, some of these can go for almost. You're not gonna get all these for $60 if you pay for them separately online. So yeah, so I got all 7 seasons of The Outer Limits. Now, I've been watching season 1, and there's been some hit and miss episodes, but so far I've been enjoying it. But anyway, there's something interesting. Well, I guess it's not really interesting. It's lame about these Outer Limits sets. Okay, season 1 is the same picture quality for the most part as the American release. Season 2, a little bit of a downgrade in terms of picture quality, but still pretty solid. Season 3 and onward, for some reason, is where things start to get tricky. Actually, I think it might be season 4, but you have the season 3 here. But yeah, this is season 4, and then 5, 6, and 7. Well, I think 7 has better picture quality than 5 and 6. I think it's 4, 5, and 6 that have some of the worst picture quality, because apparently these were syndicated versions that were put on DVD. They didn't have access to the uncut versions, and so the picture quality suffered as a result, because they're just using mostly a syndicated. Well, majority of them are the syndicated versions of the show. So it's complete, but kind of not. This series really could use a re-release, either online, like even streaming would be nice. I mean, just something. This is a great show. I personally think so anyway. So, yeah, I'm the weird guy who prefers the remake, the reboot of The Outer Limits over the original. I prefer the 80s Twilight Zone revival over the original Twilight Zone. But, you know, that's just how I am. And I'm so glad to have The Outer Limits. I never thought I'd ever have those, so that really made my day when I was able to get those. Now, I got a bunch of Blu-rays, but actually I'll save those for last. I have some more DVDs. These are all just random. I'm just going to go random and rapid fire here. We have The Fear Halloween Night, Grimm, and Killer Tongue 4-movie pack. I got it for The Fear and The Fear 2, not for Grimm and Killer Tongue. The Fear and Fear Halloween Night have decent picture quality. The Fear is not the best, but The Fear Halloween Night is pretty good. Killer Tongue, though, is terrible, and so is Grimm. They look like... Killer Tongue looks worse than a VHS. It's really terrible in terms of its picture quality. A film called Night Creature with Donald Pleasance. It's from Trinity Home Run Entertainment. This is just a VHS that's put onto a DVD. A film called Killing Zoe that I heard good things about with Eric Stoltz. We have Jack with Robin Williams, which I am a huge fan of. I know not a lot of people enjoy this one, but I grew up watching Jack, and I enjoy this movie. So I've been wanting to upgrade my VHS for a long time, so I'm glad to get this. Judge Dredd, it was cheap. That's the only reason why I have it. Also, it's for the collection. I mean, if and whenever I get around to doing a Stallone marathon, or finishing, or just starting over a Stallone marathon, I have it. Boogeyman 2, The Boogeyman and the Devonsville Terror double feature, The Grave Dancers, some film called The Yellow Brick Road, The Cooler with William H. Macy and Alec Baldwin, here we have The Strangers. I saw this years ago, wasn't that impressed with it, but I thought since the sequel's coming out, you know, for $1, why not? Yeti! The Yeti! The Yeti! He's gonna come bum rush and bumfuck Hulk Hogan in the ass. The Yeti! As whenever I see Yeti or anything Yeti, I just think of the Yeti from WCW. Waiting with Ryan Reynolds. Some comedy, horror comedy called Boy Eats Girl. It was 50 cents. The Ghosts of Edendale, the maker of The Last Broadcast. Dope. Heard good things about this one. Haven't seen it. Something called The Wickeds. It was 50 cents. I mean, you're more willing to take chances on stuff, even if it ends up being extremely shitty if it's 50 cents. At least I am, anyway. Space Truckers. Actually enjoy that flick. I actually think it's underrated. 247 degrees Fahrenheit. I saw the trailer for this. Looked interesting. It's a movie about these people who end up getting locked in a sauna. So it's like a horror thriller with a, you know, people trying to survive extreme temperatures. The Rats, which I think this is a TV movie, and I believe it's an adaptation. I don't know for sure, but I'm wondering if this is related to Deadly Eyes, because I know the original novel by James Herbert, The Deadly Eyes is based on, was called The Rats. So yeah, I got that. Tommy Lee Wallace directed it. Schwarzenegger in Raw Deal on DVD. Found that at Goodwill of all places, which was a good find because this is out of print. Firebirds with Nicolas Cage and Tommy Lee Jones. I enjoy this movie, and I agree. If you enjoy Top Gun, you'll have a great time. If you like Top Gun, you need to check out Firebirds. It's Top Gun with Apache helicopters. It's a lot of fun. Got a WWE DVD. Straight to the Top. The Money in the Bank ladder match anthology. I like ladder matches. It was like $3 brand new. The Sacrament. I was curious about this one. I know Ty West directed it and he's hit and miss for me. But has good reviews. I like the concept of it. So glad to pick that up. Camp Blood in 3D. I got this because it's on the request list. Here you go, Joey. I got it. I got it, Joey. Little shout out to Joey Hollywood. Afflicted. Dogma, the special edition, the 2-disc special edition DVD. Last Kevin Smith film I wanted for my collection. Speaking of Kevin Smith, I heard he had a heart attack recently. That really was pretty shocking, and apparently he's doing well now, and I wish him a fast and happy recovery. You know, I may disagree with some of the stuff he's been doing lately, or some of the films that he's done as of late, or the shilling that he's been doing with certain movies. But, you know, I gotta be honest, you know, I don't wish, you know, anybody to have to go through, you know, that kind of stuff. So then I also have, here we have Maggie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Abigail Breslin. Detention with Josh Hutcherson and Dane Cook. I got this because a friend of mine recommended it. Said it was Tragedy Girls before Tragedy Girls, and I like Tragedy Girls, so that's why I picked it up. An American Werewolf in Paris for the collection, and it was free, so that's the only reason why. Apartment 1303. Yeah, this is the movie, Matt. This is the one with the trailer. It's like, apartments don't kill people, people kill people. Cooties. Really glad to have this. I really enjoyed this one. I highly recommend you check this out if you haven't already. Really entertaining horror comedy. One of my favorite horror comedies from the past few years. For sure. 100%. A Horrible Way to Die. Salem Witch Trials. TV miniseries with Kirstie Alley and Alan Bates. Train to Busan. Heard a lot of good things about this. Trailer looked interesting. Was only $1. Beyond the Door for the collection. I don't like the movie, but you know, if I ever get around to doing the Fangoria 101 most unheralded horror films list again, I have it. And this has features on it, so I thought, you know, it was a pretty cheap deal as well. JFK, the Oliver Stone collection. Heard of the film but never saw it. Drive, the theatrical edition, from Artistry Entertainment. The U.S. release, and I got this for $1. It's crazy. I could not believe that. I have the special edition from overseas, but that one I don't think has the shorter U.S. release on it. And plus it's Drive. It was like $1. Heat with Burt Reynolds, another good find. Here we have a 4-pack that has the Undead Express, Vampire Wars, Nadja, and the Case of Whitechapel Vampire. I have the Undead Express, Shadow Zone, the Undead Express, and its own DVD. I got it for Nadja. That film looked interesting to me, so that's why I got it. It was cheap. A Life Less Ordinary. Looks like a rom-com, and in some ways it is, but it's from Danny Boyle. And I really like the concept, and I really like the trailer, and it's got a good cast, and yeah, I'm really curious about that one. We have The Bone Collector with Denzel Washington and Angelina Jolie. For a film that has stars that are this big, this seems to have been forgotten about. And I don't know whether or not that's for a good reason, because I honestly haven't seen it. So, but I'm looking forward to giving it a watch sometime. Comedy double feature, Arthur and Arthur 2. This DVD is all fucked up, but the discs are good. And this is not the easiest set to find, I think, nowadays. Why is Arthur only in full screen? Such a classic comedy, only in full screen, but the sequel, which is not classic at all, that's in widescreen. Warner Brothers being dumb. Speaking of Warner Brothers, 2-disc special edition of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. I actually did some pieces from this play that this film is based on. So that's another reason why I got this, is because I actually, you know, I did some stuff for acting class, and also I saw a rendition of this live at a local theater. The Perfect Sleep looked interesting. It's a Magnet Entertainment release. A lot of good reviews, including from Gary Oldman, apparently. A fantastic, wonderful ride. It's film noir and crack. Time Out New York, Mark Holcomb, witty, self-aware, and consistently compelling, a rare pleasure. Smarter, bolder, cooler, Sin City. Yeah, it looked interesting. Catwoman. I only got this piece of shit so I can watch this movie for the marathon I'm doing of black superhero movies and chuck this shit into a black hole. So that and it was $1, or I'm gonna call it the free one, because buy 3 get 1 free. Direct Hit with William Forsythe. This is a brand new DVD from PM Entertainment. I won off of eBay. Been trying to get this movie for a while now, so I'm really glad to have that. A double feature of The Attic and Crawl Space of Klaus Kinski. I have Crawl Space on Blu-ray, but The Attic I don't have, and I like that film, and I did review it on my channel already, but I wanted to get it for my collection, and so far this is the only way to get it. The Birds, one of, if not my favorite, Alfred Hitchcock film. Prom Night 3 and 4, double feature. A film called Family Reunion from 1989. It's just fairly rare. I got it for a good deal. I don't even think this even has a listing on Amazon. I didn't see one. The Patriot with Seagal, because this is one of the harder to find Seagal DVDs, and it was basically free, and to upgrade my VHS, and it's one of those movies that you can't believe exists, because Seagal, it's a drama where Seagal plays a scientist, and there's like a virus outbreak, and Seagal has to find the cure, and it's played straight. Yeah, it's something else. American Graffiti, Collector's Edition. Out of the Furnace, a film that I've been wanting to see ever since the trailer came out. I never got around to watching this movie. It's interested me for the longest time, so I thought might as well pick it up. Without Evidence with Angelina Jolie and Scott Plank. I'm drawing a blank here on Scott Plank. Greatest Moments of TNA. Total non-stop action wrestling. TNA wrestling. Yeah, this is just, it was $1. So, you know, why not? Wrestling DVD for $1. Batman, The Mystery of the Batwoman, the final animated Batman movie I wanted to get, because there's other ones that I wouldn't mind adding to my collection, but I've been hunting this one down for a while because this one is tied into the animated series. We have 8 Men Out, the 20th anniversary edition. Frankenstein, The True Story. Ginger Snaps Back at the Beginning. I actually like this one. I like this one quite a bit, actually. I didn't like Ginger Snaps 2, so the first and the third one are the only Ginger Snaps films I actually like, so I'm glad to have this, and it has features on it as well, so that's an added bonus. Now we get to the Blu-rays. Flowers in the Attic for the request list. Another film for the request list. This is going to be the next film that I will review when I get around to doing the requests, which I will be doing after I get done with this marathon of black superhero films, as well as a review of Game Night. But yeah, Cure for Wellness. It's next up on the list. DOA and Consenting Adults on Blu-ray. The Punisher with Dolph Lundgren on Blu-ray. Big fan of this. Really glad to have this on Blu-ray. This is also requested for the request list. At Close Range from Twilight Time. I got this because they had this sale, and it was a really good deal, and I like this film quite a bit, and the DVD I have sucks. And this is another film that's on the request list, so that'll be reviewed pretty soon. Jacob's Ladder on Blu-ray. Fantastic film. Phenomenal movie. Excellent movie. I mean, can't sing praises enough for Jacob's Ladder. Clown, another film that was on the request list for me to check out. The Lost Boys on Blu-ray, because I enjoy this film quite a bit and I wanted to upgrade my DVD. And we're almost to the end here. But not quite. We're getting there. Here we have some Second Sight Blu-rays I got from Amazon, the Amazon warehouse. It was a really good deal for these. Mississippi Burning on Blu-ray. Sadly, there is no U.S. release for this film on Blu-ray, but there is there is a Second Sight release, and it's a good release. Has a lot of good features, good transfer. If you like this film, pick it up, but only pick it up if you have a region-free player, because if you don't, it won't work. Colors. This is the exact same Blu-ray as the Shout Factory release, and I got it for way cheaper. The Unholy Vestron Collector Series you haven't got a prayer. I'm actually a fan of this one, and I was really shocked when this was announced for one of the films to get the Vestron Collector Series treatment. And it's got a decent amount of features on it too, so that's a really cool added bonus. We Are Still Here. I got it brand new for like $5. Heard a lot of good things about this one, so I decided I might as well pick it up. A Prayer for the Dying, underrated Mickey Rourke film. Scanners from Second Sight. Has some interviews and features on it that are not on the Criterion release. Ghost Story. Essentially just the same release from that Scream Factory put out. And I actually think it is almost pretty much the exact same one. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein on Blu-ray. Really like this film, so this is one I'm also really glad to have in my collection. Upgrade my DVD. We have Run Lola Run, which I got because I'm taking a foreign film class for college, and that was on one of the lists. And we have the collector's edition of Misery, which you should really get on it and grab a copy right now because it's going for pretty cheap prices on Amazon. I don't know if it still is or not, but I know it was at Walmart and Best Buy for pretty affordable price, less than 20 bucks. I'm going to end this with a look at the steelbook of Flatliners. So, there we go. Flatliners on Blu-ray. And it's the original Flatliners, not the shitty fucking remake. Which this is also on the request list, Flatliners, as well as the remake. So, when I get to the letter F, I'll be yelling, fuck yeah, about Flatliners, and I'll be yelling, fuck no, about the remake. But anyway, or the sequel. No, it's basically a remake. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you all enjoyed that video, and stay tuned for more reviews and stuff. I got a mini rant coming up on a topic that really burns my ass. And after that, then I got an epic rant on Steel coming down the pike. And reviews of rants and reviews of other movies. Spawn, Catwoman, Hancock, the Blade trilogy. So be on the lookout for that, as well as a positive review of Game Night, which I highly enjoyed. But anyway, thank you for watching, and as always, I will see you later. See ya.